الله أكبر
Who has brought us here today again in another Friday. Today, the 25th of the month of November 2022, equivalent to the 28th day of Rabiul Akhir, 1444 after the hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the holy city of Mecca to the noble city of Medina to Al-Munawwara. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept the return of Prophet Muhammad, his companions, his household, and we that we are on his path. May Allah bless us together and gather us together in Al-Jannah to Firdaus. Today, we are going to start another topic that we'll be discussing about As-Sahsu al-Mafkuda, a missing person in Islam. What do we mean by a missing person? What are the Islamic injunctions concerning a missing person? What are the processes or procedures we need to follow before we can declare a person missing? I have some 6 points, and the 7th point is going to be the summary of whatever I'm going to discuss. And our discussion is going to be based on the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and from the Islamic jurisprudence point of view. The first point is going to be Mawwal Mafkud, who is the person we can call a missing person in Islam. Number 2, Mata Yahkumul Qadi bil Mawtil Mafkud. When can the Islamic jurist, the judge of a Sharia court, the Qadi, when can he declare that this person is missing or this person is dead? What is going to be the duration for the declaration of such a claimed missing person? Number 3, Ma hukmu ala zawjatil mafkud. What is the judgment on the wife, for instance, the wife of a man that got missing? What are the conditions that must be observed? What are the obligations that are binding on her? Number 4, Al yajuzu alayha adda aw idad. Is it compulsory on her for a woman that her husband is missing? Either is missing, declare that he's missing, or declare that he's dead, but his corpse cannot be found. What is bounding on the woman? Is she going to perform is she going to pass through the widowhood period or not? Number 5, Bako amalihi ala milkihi. A person that we cannot ascertain that the person has died, but we believe that that person is missing. We've said, what duration are we going to look at? Now, in the absence of that person, what will happen to his property? Number 6, Al-Hakamu Mutahallika bi-Irshil Mafkud. The dependents or every other thing associated to the life of the missing person. What is the Islamic point of view on that? Maybe the person has property that is managing, or somebody is managing those properties for him. In his absence, what will happen to those properties? And who are going to be the beneficiaries of those properties? Number 7, Al-Mulkis. All what I have mentioned from point 1 to 6, I'm now going to do the summary at the point 7. May Allah guide us aright. We have different school of thoughts, as we all know. Imam Malik is a school of thought that we are following. Imam Shafi is a school of thought that we are following. Imam Hanbal is a school of thought that we are following. Wa Imam Shafi. Wa Imam Abu Hanifa. Radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in. These are the 4 school of thought, mazahibs, that we are following. All of them, they have diverse opinion on what a missing person is in Islam. But in the real sense, and to the little understanding that I had, who is a missing person Islamically? That is the Tarif. Al-Mafqud is a person that is missing Islam. What is the Islamic backing on this? When Nabi Sulaiman alayhi salamullah was in his assembly with the other envoys around him, and we used to know from the history of Nabi Sulaiman, he used to have a particular bird called Udiuda, that is called Udiud. This Udiuda used to serve Nabi Sulaiman alayhi salamullah. So one very particular day, as we have discussed, we discussed extensively about this particular bird last year, December. The incident between Nabi Sulaiman and Bilqis of Yemen. So that very day, Sulaiman was now in search of that particular bird, Udiud. So Sulaiman answered, "Watafaqadas Toyer al-Udiuda." I can't find Udiuda around me. Where is Udiuda? Indicating that anything missing can be called al-mafqud. So al-mafqud here, huwa man aluhu fi talabihi yajidun, is the person that at a particular point in time, his people are searching for him. Everybody is in a distressed state. That where is this our brother? Where is this our sister? Where is this our mother? Where is this our father? Where is this our beloved person? Everybody is in search of the person. وَالْكَفَائِفِ فِي مُسْتَقَرِّ يَجِدُونَ. Even the less privileged ones, apart from his family members too, they are in search of this particular person. وَقَدْ انْقَطَعَ عَلَيْهِمْ خَبَرُهُ. But unfortunately, the news about him or about her was cut off from them. They don't know where this person is at that particular point in time. وَتَبْتَرَ عَلَيْهِمْ أَثَرُهُ. To even trace him was very difficult. Became very difficult for them. وَبِالْجِدِّ رُبَّمَا يَصِلُونَ إِلَى الْمُرَادِ. وَبِالْجِدِّ, with their effort, with their sacrifice, in search of this particular person, if Allah wills, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can make them find him at the end of the day. وَرُبَّمَا, and the other way around, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, يَتَأَخَّرُ إِلَى يَوْمِ التَّنَادِ. Allah might deny them the success of searching for that person, and any other time that they are going to meet is going to be in Al-Qiyamah. So literally, and from the Islamic point of view, this is the person we call Al-Mafqud, a missing person. So all these attributes associated to a particular person is the person we can define as a missing person. The family member, they are looking for him. The loved ones are looking for him. The neighbors, they are looking for him. They searched everywhere. They couldn't find him. They went to media houses, airports, advertised, airports, publicized that we are looking for so person. They struggle from day and night, from north to the south, from west to the east. They keep on searching for this person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of his capacity, if he wills, he can allow them, he can give them the opportunity of seeing that person. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, he might deny them the opportunity of meeting that person again at Yawm al-Qiyamah. This is the definition of Al-Mafqud, the person we are searching for in Islam. Now, we are talking about our school of thought, that these our imams, they have different definition of Al-Mafqud, of a missing person that we are searching for. They have different definitions. Imam Muhammad radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, before Imam Muhammad says something, the jurists, they are divided into two concerning a missing person. Some, they said a missing person has gone forever, that he might not come back. And who are the people that said this? Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Sayyidina Usman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Ali, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Abdullah ibn Abbas, Abdullah ibn Umar, Al-Imam Ata, Al-Imam Zuhri, and Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. All this category of our leaders, all of them, they said that anybody that is missing is gone forever. That is their own definition. But Imam Malik, Imam Hanbal, and Sahabi called Sa'id ibn Musayyib, they said they have another definition to a missing person. And these three categories of these scholars, these leaders, they have individual definition to what we define as a missing person. Imam Malik, Imam Hanbal said, a missing person, Imam Hanbal on his own, said a missing person, we can declare somebody to be a missing person into two categories. One, the person might got missing, but he might still be alive. The person might got missing, but still alive. Maybe somebody that went on tourism. Maybe somebody that went to another foreign land to go and study. Maybe somebody that went to another foreign land to go and do buy and selling. All of a sudden, he has been communicating us. All of a sudden, the communication now failed. The communication now cut off. And we didn't hear anything about him again. We can call that person as a missing person. This is the definition of Imam Hanbal, Ahmad ibn Hanbal al-Shaybani. Number two, Imam Hanbal said we can declare somebody missing if the person is dead. But how do we know if that person is dead? When can we say somebody is missing? When can we say somebody is dead? All this will come back to it. Those are the two definitions that Imam Ahmad, Ibn Hanbal defines as al-mafqud, as a missing person. Number two, Imam Malik said yes. My own definition is defined into four definitions. Number one, somebody who died or somebody who got missing in a Muslim land. Maybe in Saudi Arabia, maybe in Kuwait, maybe in Qatar. Somebody that got missing in a Muslim land, or somebody we can't find again in a Muslim land, that person is al-mafqud. Example, those that go for Hajj, and they now say, this person got missing. And they might not find him till when they finish Hajj and when other people are coming back home. That person, we are going to declare him missing. But for how long? What is going to be the waiting period before we declare him missing or before we declare him dead? We are going to get to know. Number two, Imam Malik said we can declare somebody missing if that person died in a Christian land. Like maybe he went to Jerusalem now. He died there. And that person is a Muslim. We're going to wait for a certain period of time. Or we didn't hear from him again. Either he's alive or he's not alive. That person, we are going to declare him missing. Imam Malik said this. Number three, Imam Malik said, if two Muslim lands are fighting, and we now discover that so person, we can't find him again, that person, we can declare him a missing person. Number four, according to the definition of Imam Malik, if a Muslim land and a Christian land are fighting, for instance, now maybe Saudi Arabia and Jerusalem are fighting, or the Muslim leader and the Pope, or the Supreme Council, the Nigerian Sharia Supreme Council are fighting with the Khan. Anybody that we can't find during that period, we can declare that person as a missing person. Either on a Muslim land or on a Christian land, we can declare that person missing, according to Imam Malik radiallahu ta'ala. The Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, another riwayah said he was a tabi. Wallahu alam. He said, me, I will define a missing person into two definitions, like that of Imam Muhammad ibn Hanbal. He said, for me, somebody who got missing during the battle, I will believe that that person is missing. Either he's dead or he's not dead. That person is missing. Number two, somebody who got missed when there was no battle. We can't just find him again. Such kind of person like that is a missing person, and I'm going to declare him missing. That is what Sa'id ibn Musayyib said. But for me, that of Imam Muhammad ibn Hanbal is what we are going to use for this our khutbah today. His own definition that he said, a missing person, Imam Muhammad ibn Hanbal, a missing person is the person that is alive and we believe is in peace. That is one. Or person that we don't believe that is alive and that person is missing. Those are the two definitions of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal that we are going to use to discuss our khutbah today. Number two, from all the 6 points that I mentioned, Mata yahkumu al-qadi bimatul mafkud. When will a person who got missing and left his wife behind, for how long will the wife be in anticipation of the reception of her husband? For how long is she going to stay? We've known whom a missing person is now, according to the definition we defined at the inception of this khutbah. And different definitions being given by our righteous, guided scholars, as we've defined. Now we believe that this person is missing, but we don't know, maybe he's alive or not. And he left his wife behind. What is going to be the status of the wife? Al-mautu al-mafkud yanqasimu ila qismayn. Death that we see is divided into two. The death that we are all running away from, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu innal mauta allazina takfiruna minhu fa innahu mulaqikum thumma turaduna ila alimil ghaibi wa shahada fa yunabbi'ukum bima kuntum ta'malun. Allah said, the death that all of you are running away from, fa innahu mulaqikum, wherever you are, the death is going to locate you. Thumma turaduna ila alimil ghaibi wa shahada. After we might have seen your soul, either temporarily or permanently, turaduna ila alimil ghaibi wa shahada, we are going to return you back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you are going to give the testimony of all what you have done. And all what you have done, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will present it to you. And you must attest to it that yes, this is what I have done in the world. This death is of two types. Number one, according to the Sharia of Islam. Number one, al-mautul hukmi, and the other one, al-mautul hakiki. Al-mautul hukmi is the one that judgment will be passed, maybe by the Sharia court, that this person has committed grievous sins. The result or the reward for what he has committed is to kill him. That is a particular kind of death. That al-hukmu, judgment will be passed by a judge that you have to kill this person because of the gravity, because of the grievousness of the criminality he had committed or the offense he had committed. Number two, This is the second type of the death that either one of them, me and you, are going to experience it, and our other people have already experienced it. Be better than the life we are living now. Now, the wife or the person that her husband got missing, particularly, let's take a case study of a man that left his wife behind, and they are in a distressed state. They don't know his whereabouts. Imam Abu Hanifa said, "Inna al-mafkuda hayyun li haqqihi, li haqqi nafsihi, mayyitun li haqqi ghayrihi." Imam Abu Hanifa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, a missing person has right on all his properties because we have not ascertained that that person has died. وَمَيِّتٌ لِحَقِّ غَيْرِهِ. But for any other person's property that he has right upon, we will assume that he has died. The person that we believe that is missing on his properties that we must not touch illegally except with the Islamic injunction upon it. He has right on his things. But for another person's thing, he doesn't have right. We might assume that that person has died. To get me clearer now. Anybody that we assume that that person is missing, that he has not died, Islamically, the wife will wait for 4 years. The wife will wait for 4 years. And I'm going to bring the evidence. Now that person that had got missing, according to the statement of Imam Abu Hanifa, that he has right on his property, but he doesn't have right on any other person's property, indicating that maybe while he was away, while he was missing, his father died. Or his son died. So Adibi was at home, or Adibi is at home. He has right to benefit from the inheritance of those that he needs to benefit from. A missing person, when he is away, if his father dies, they won't, as far as they have not been declared dead, if they share what he needs to take or what he needs to get from his father's property, nobody will touch it. They will keep it for him. Now, while he is away as a missing person, his son now died. The time we are talking about inheritance, you know a father can inherit from his son if his son died before him. A father can benefit from the inheritance of his son. The father will benefit, the mother will benefit 1/6. So also, if the father died, the son will benefit from the inheritance of his father, and the other way around. So if this missing person is away but has not been confirmed dead, and his son dies, whatever they are sharing in the property of his son, he won't benefit from it because we don't know the status it is. So also that of his father. But on his own property, as soon as we are not confirmed that he has died, he still has rights on that property. But when he was away, who are those that will be benefiting from that property we get there? That is the statement, the definition of the statement of Imam Abu Hanifa. That inna al-mafkuda hayyun li haqqi nafsihi. A missing person has right on his property. وَمَيِّتٌ لِحَقِّ غَيْرِهِ. And for him to benefit from either his late father or his late son, while nobody has any information about him, they won't share anything for him. So what is due to him the other people that are also beneficiaries, they will be the one to share the inheritance. These are all the definitions of a missing person in Islam and what is due for a missing person. Now, the wife of a missing person, what will happen to her? And when can we declare that this person is missing before we now start taking the Islamic injunction on whatever he leaves behind? The scholars mentioned 3 points. One, they said right from the day he has left home that we've started searching for him will be the day that we start counting for him. Number 2, some said the very day that his people pronounce that, oh, our husband has got missing, our son is missing, so no person is missing. Right from that day, that is when they will start counting. The third one is the very day the judge or the governor or the authority in charge of where that incident happened, the very day they announce that is the day we are going to start counting. But from all these 3 points of view, the third one is more preferable from in the Islamic point of view. The day the judge publicly announced, either on radio or whatever, that is the day we start counting. These are our scholars of school of thoughts that we mentioned. Are giving us different definitions of a missing person. So also, they gave us different definition of the age that we can assume that so person is missing. They have different ages that they believe that this person has died. Imam Ahmad, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, we will continue to be searching for the person that has got missing till the person reaches 90 years. That was Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. He said, right from the day that is publicly announced, we start counting it from that day till that person, if that person is alive, till he reaches 90 years. That is when we believe that person is missing. So that time, his wife, she now start mourning him. The children, they will now turn to orphans. His property will now be shared. That is Imam Hanbal. Other students that learn under Imam Hanbal, they said no. It is when that person gets to 100. Among the students, some said 70, which is preferable. Because there is hadith of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that said, "Amar ummati baina sittina was sab'in." That the long lifespan that my ummah will experience will be between the range of 60 to 70. Amar ummati baina sittina was sab'in. So anybody in this contemporary time that exceeds 70 years is over time. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he himself died at the age of 63. Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala died at the age of 63. So the Khulafa Rashidun. We have some of them that exceeded 100. We have some that exceeded reached 90. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given us a benchmark, telling us that as you are crossing 40, as you are crossing 50, as you are getting only 60 like this, you start climbing 16. Your graph is going up at 65. Be expecting it to come down. If Allah takes you to that time. So I hardly believe seeing people at the age of 60 celebrating birthday. That is the time we're supposed to be preparing for our hereafter. You can thank God that you reach that 60, but you're supposed to know that you are knocking the door. So anybody that cross 60, cross 70, they are spending over time. according to that hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, but Imam Muhammad is telling us that until when that person reaches what? 90. But among his students, we can study under anybody, but we might have different akida. You can study under a Shia, and you will become Ahlul Sunnah. You can study under somebody at Tariqi, a Tijaniya, a Qadiriya, a Naqshbandiyya. But you can become Ahlul Sunnah if you have understanding, if you have foresight. So Imam Muhammad, he has students that are not under him, but they have other opinion to what their master had. It's not a crime. It's an ijtihad. It's an effort they made to make sure that we have this flexibility, we don't have this rigidity in Islam. Because in Islam, we don't want glue to make life difficult for people. We don't want it. Imam Malik, radiallahu ta'ala, he said that when it is 70 years, maybe that person has left home since at the age of 35. We continue counting right from the day that the authority declared him missing. When it attains 70 years, that is when we declare that person, that this person is missing. So for the next 35 years, we assume that that person is what? Is still alive. Now, there is a condition. If the person died on a Muslim land, that is when we are going to exercise patience till when it is 70 years. Now, if we don't know, we can categorize it into the phylum of when is age mates. Those that we know that are his age mates, when they are dying, we can use that as a parameter to say, oh, I didn't he is at home. He will have been 80 years, he will have been 70 years because she is friend, she is age mate. That is when we are now going to declare him missing. So also, if it is on a Muslim land, according to Imam Malik, when it is 70, that's when we declare him missing. But if it is not on a Muslim land, maybe it's on a Christian land, after 1 year that we can't find that person, we declare that person what? We declare him al-mafqud. We declare him as a missing person after 1 year. If that person did not die on the Muslim land, according to Imam Malik radiallahu ta'ala. Imam Shafi said, we continue to be searching for this person till the time we discover that his mates are dying. Till we discover that his mates are dying. When we see 1, 2, 3, that this person is this person's mate, this person is this person's mate, that is when we declare him missing. And at that point in time, we can now assume that he's dead. That is for Imam Shafi radiallahu ta'ala. Imam Shafi brought another option, that we can assume that this person has got missing in totality between the age of 70 and 80. This Imam Shafi. So I've mentioned to us all the 4 mazahibs and where they stood. That of Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Muhammad I've mentioned to us. Imam Ali, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and Ibn Shibrima, and Ibn Abi Layla, and Imam Shawri, their own fatwa. What we mean by fatwa is a unanimous consensus that the rightly guided scholars on the Kitabullah wa Sunnatu Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they base their judgment upon. They will not say this is what Allah says, this is what Quran says. You know, it's not everything that Quran says. It's not everything that Quran says. That doesn't mean that we have mixon in Quran. That doesn't mean that we have incomplete Quran or we have defect in Quran. No. Allah revealed Quran to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he supported Quran with ahadith of Rasul. So a lot of things were not defined in Quran, and it is through hadith that we understand the things that are in Quran. An example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we should perform ablution in Quran. Let's go to Surah Al-Ma'idah. Where did they mention in Quran that we should wash our hair? We should put masih ras. Where did they say that? Where did they say in Quran that we should sprinkle water into our mouth and sniff our nose? You can never see it. But the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam define it. So does it mean that Quran is not complete? And another thing, why is it that Surah Al-Fatiha is the first chapter in Quran? Was it Surah Al-Fatiha that was first revealed? Me and you, we know. The first surah that was revealed was Iqra, Surah Al-Qalam. But it's a 200 something or 90 something chapter. But Surah Al-Fatiha was the first. Why is it that Surah Al-Anfal is there? Every other surah, they have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And Surah Al-Tawbah is not having. And we are finding another Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim in Surah Al-Naml. Innahu min Sulaiman wa innahu Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Why is Surah Al-Tawbah not having? Does it mean Allah was not the one that revealed Surah Al-Tawbah? Why is Surah Al-Naml why is she having two Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? What's so special about that surah? So there are some things that are not fully defined in Quran, but it is the hadith that will give us better understanding. This Quran that me and you we are using today, we know we have 114 chapters, abi? We have 6,666 ayat. That is the one that we are using here. The Qira'atu, the Kufiyuns. In another place, the verse of Quran is 6,660. In another place, 6,665. And it's the same Quran that you hold, that I'm holding, that they are holding. Why is their own not 6,666 like our own? And from A to Z, nothing is removed, nothing was added. But their own is 6,666. Ours is 6,666. Their own is what? 6,660. Various places we have various numbers of Ayatul Quran. And from beginning to the end, nothing is removed, nothing is added. This is the one that God took us. Don't let me go to that. We'll come to Al-Quran very soon. Why am I saying all this? Is that these scholars, they will be having diverse opinions on a particular issue in Islam. That is what will lead to what? That is what will lead to fatwa. And the people that we can take fatwa, like me now, I can't give fatwa. I can't. I don't have the authorization to do that. I don't even have the knowledge to do that. Because I'm still a student. The righteous scholars that will be sitting together in Rabitatul Alam in Islam, in the league of scholars in the world, Rabita. Those are the ones that we talk, that we know that they are the ones that are spoken, and we can take from them and use it to balance what we are doing in Islam. So part of the fatwa is what I want to pass across now. I'm not the one that passes it. I want to quote the people that said it. A missing person in Islam, according to Imam Ali, Ibn Shibrima, Ibn Abi Layla, and Imam Shawri, that we can declare a person officially, Islamically, that this person is missing after waiting for 4 years. Because an evidence was from the time of a woman, during the time of Umar ibn Khattabi, radiallahu ta'ala anhu. A woman went to meet Umar ibn Khattab that, oh, our Khalifa, my husband, I can't find him. My husband, I can't reach him. My husband, I don't know his whereabouts. Umar said, go and wait. Go and exercise patience for 4 years. After 4 years, she came back. Oh, have you been? I've waited for 4 years. I can't find my husband. No news about him. But the quarter and me, Kabarugu. Every news about him, but the quarter has been cut off for the past 4 years. Umar said, in Turkey, go, oh you woman, fata'addad, go and do idda, go and do widowhood. Jẹ́ kí takaba lọ ṣopó. Umar has not confirmed that the man is dead. Oh, he's missing or was missing. So after waiting for 4 years, she came back. And Umar told her that go and wait for another 4 months and 10 days, which is the window period that a woman that lost her husband will wait for. And this is the period that we know maybe she's in the period that she has pregnant. So throughout these 4 months, 10 days, we are not allowed to go and discuss anything about love with this woman. Maybe already you have been eyeing her. Maybe you are even be praying that time. Because there are some people like that, unfortunate people like that, eyeing somebody's wife. It's happening even in some places of work. A woman with 4 or 5 children, she still be performing nonsense, committing atrocities with the boss in the office. Oh, it's not happening? It's happening. Even some married women, just because of desperation, I want to work in a clerical organization. The husband opened a business venture for her. He said, no, and they will give her one condition. Yes, the MD said, you must meet it at Avalon Hotel. The CEO said, you must meet at Intercontinental Oriental Hotel. Where they will be performing their atrocity, they will be enjoying the sea. They will be carried away. So, this window period, we are not allowed to talk to a woman about love. If you finish at 4 months, 10 days today, the following day, you cannot go and tell her, you can do that. But within those number of days, you must not talk to her. If you talk to her, you have committed a sin. Because you are a Muslim and you must know. This woman who look at her now told her that go and wait for 4 months and 10 days, indicating that we concluded that your husband is what? He's dead. After the 4 months, 10 days, she now came back that, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, I've completed my 4 months, 10 days widowhood period. Woman now said, now, who has the authority in position of our missing husband or our late husband? Woman now asked, and now when they brought an elderly person. That is why, brothers, we need to relate with our family members. I keep telling us, don't throw away your family. Don't throw them away, no matter how. Everybody in your family are not idiots. Allah will definitely keep one person that you can confide in. Allah will keep one person. It might be from your father's family. It might be from your mother's family. Definitely. But if you don't have any person to relate with, that means you yourself, you are an unfortunate person. Then you need to evaluate yourself. If from your father's family, even within your siblings, Allah might not choose your friend for you. Within this, your brother and sister that you have the same biological father and mother, Allah might not choose your friend for you. They might all be your enemy. It's happening. What you have only just you can't do it. It's happening. Let's relate with our family members, should in case anything wants to happen. But you cut off your family member, they want to marry your daughter. You are the one that they brought all the kaya, everything for you, and you swallow everything. the day the woman final for my yearly ọkọ, nobody will help you. In those days, an example, if somebody wants to marry my daughter now, the in-law to be, I will not even be talking to them. I will send them to my elder brother. That my elder brother is the father of my daughter. Just to keep the bond of relationship. How many of us are doing that now? Even some of us that we are together here in Lagos, we don't even, our children, my brother children, my sister children, some of them don't even know themselves. I'm citing an example. In those days, if they want to marry your daughter here and your brother is in Maiduguri, the people that want to come and marry your daughter, they will look for their family members in Maiduguri. If they can't go from Lagos, they will connect. Even if it is that your elder brother that will tell them, okay, we are going to take 5 naira on our daughter, and anything that the younger brother that owns the daughter here say, "Inti boda ni ba ti so náà ni." To abun da yana faɗa shine, tori da kai da yaranka, yayan ku ne no ni gbogbo yin. Is that still happening now? In those days, you see majority of people, they will come home, they will come to the village, maybe during the year that everybody come to for Salah in the village. They will take maybe 1 or 2 children, they will take them to the north, they will go and be training them, they will go and be doing this. Baba Jeba mo fẹ́ tẹ̀lé, Baba Ikire mo fẹ́ tẹ̀lé lọ, Baba Afa mo fẹ́ tẹ̀lé lọ. Now, who are those that we can say Baba Sokoto ta fẹ́ tẹ̀lé mi? Gbogbo kálukú ti ya igba rẹ̀, nobody wants to relate to anybody any longer. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá Èkó, ẹ̀yin náà dé Èkó ẹ̀ dèrè, ẹ̀ wúlò fẹ́ni kankan. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made our provision to be minute, or is making difficulty in the source of our provisions. Torí ẹ̀ ti ní lọ́kàn pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe. All of you, my wife, my family, èmi àti ìyàwó, me and my husband, me and my family, the day the calamity will fall, it is on you and that your husband and wife. Nobody to share your burden with you. That is why you see those people in those days, they live long. They live longer. Won't be maybe a dad. They will give birth to plenty children. And what they are doing family. Yes, you are taking 1 million now, and that's not going to go. Today, it's in the local pay fish. I like make can see. Brothers, let's every one of us, let's think. If anything happened to us now, who can they point in our family that they call they want to rescue? You are not good in the neighborhood. You are not good in the place of work. Oh, don't lie here. You are moved to further. What you azibu further. Build fence around you. Build fence around you. It's not fence of this block. Oh. Build people around you. Don't even talk about go all around what you should do. Every one of you are not considering that. 3 weeks ago, I told us that Imam Ali radiallahu ta'ala said 3 things. We must not rely on those 3 things. And down, when I suffer, no matter how beautiful, no matter how pleasant, you are enjoying life. Don't rely on life. Don't you see a senior director that will come to work in the morning, and before 9 a.m., they will send him termination letter. A director. There was one that happened where my brother is working. A director, maybe 2 years ago. The head that he placed on the table like this, that, oh my God, it is from there going to Al-Qiyamah. Because I'm very sure maybe he doesn't go. He doesn't have anything. All their money, fly wife, fly children to Paris, fly into the moon, fly into the sun. They don't have any kickback. Those of you that don't have visa, go now. All the salary they are paying you and the tip that you are tipping, you are not remembering that time. Tomorrow, what will be my fallback when there is no way to be this straight again? Can you live my life? Live your life the way Allah has designed it for you and the way you have remodeled it yourself. Don't emulate anybody in terms of life. Emulate people in terms of ibadah. People are never meant to know that or so that I let the lemon. You never do a never do. What will be like by young calling man like Kadara is you know what you call. Some people will be tenants throughout their life, but tomorrow their children will be building castle and be dashing people. Take your destiny that this is what Allah has destined for me. Amma, today, nobody will fall through me. I won't destroy somebody. I won't bring down somebody. I will help people. You might continue helping. You are clearing the book. You are the bulldozer today. You are clearing the unwanted material away from the road for your children to have a smooth ride tomorrow. Wẹ́n fọ́nà ń gbóná, ẹ̀dín wọ́wọ́ ń gbóná, ẹ̀ ń jalè, ẹ̀ ń wúrí òkú, ẹ̀ ń pààyàn, ẹ̀ ń destroy èèyàn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́kùkẹ́ yìí. Ẹ̀nà ọ̀báká lábẹ́lẹ̀ mi sọ. Let me come back. Let us have people they can talk to about us in our family. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, go and call me a responsible person. It's not compulsory that the magaji in your family, the head of your family, balele or bangidanku, it doesn't mean that because of his age he will be responsible, he will be sensible. وَرَبُّكَ يَخْلُقُ مَن يَشَاءُ وَيَخْتَارُ مَن كَانَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ Subhanallahi wa ta'ala amma yushrikun. It is whomever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes that Allah choose. As this person is my chosen person. Forget about age. You know, I keep telling us every time, don't struggle anything. Let the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come to pass. Don't be saying this one, ọmọdé, ó tètè lówó. Tọ́lọ́ba ni ó tètè kú ńkọ́. Kuna ce wannan karamin yaro ne ya yi kuɗi lokacin da yana karamin yaro yana yaro ta ko? To, in ya mutu ko ọmọdé ọjọ́ orí kú. Sai bi Ọlọ́run ni, kú lè kuna gúnlẹ̀ ní ẹ̀dẹ̀ kúkẹ́ ẹjọ́ pín kádàrá ẹjọ́ pín àzìkì lọ́dọ̀ náà. So, position, authority, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the such person, don't compete with anybody. Don't compete. Let the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come to pass in your life. Umar now said, call a responsible person for me from the husband family. They now brought somebody. They now said, yes, you are going to stand in front, you are going to stand in the position of the husband. Now, give talaq to this woman. To discharge a woman in Islam is of two types. We have a talaq and we have fasihu. A talaq means divorce. A fasihu means a woman can say, please divorce me. Let's terminate this marriage. It's allowed in Islam. Yes. We are going to read it, inshallah. Woman now handed over that woman. He handed her over to the man. The man now what? He dissolved the marriage. He dissolved the marriage. So after that, she's no more part of that family. She's no more part of that man that was missing. So she's free now to go and do what? To go and marry. That is what this fatwa is telling us. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, during his time, another incident happened. A woman, her husband also got missing. The same case study of what we just explained repeated itself. After some time, the woman now remarried another person. In Islam, if you divorce your wife, and after some time, you people now reconciled, and she has married before the reconciliation, or you give your wife second uku, you divorce her 3 times. That is why you should be very careful. Talatu, Allah is a sekeki. Say that Allah in 4. In 4, the kake pati na inka sole meta, what is the haram for you to sleep with her again? Even if you are joking, that is why you should not, or we should not say, kai, yawo me go say fine to over fear me your mom. You shouldn't take, even if your wife resembles your mother. You see any feature that looks like that of your mother in your wife, you must never say it out. Any day you say it out, you must divorce her. If you don't divorce her, anything you agree ijma with her, you are sleeping with your mother. Anything that you see in your wife that she's looking like my mother, you should either you should allow it to die there till you go and die. Don't say it out. If you say it out, anytime you are having ijma with her, you are making love with your mother. So this incident happened again. Now, let me clear this. You now saw your wife after you have do the 3 times seki, the 3 times divorce. Nasekeki. When you do that finish, you now come back to your senses. Maybe that time you are supposed to be taken to psychiatric, you have a palsy. So after some time, your cerebrum now came back to normal. You must not marry that woman at that point in time that you gain your senses. That man is not that you are unconscious. That woman needs to go and marry somebody. That person will enjoy her when he is okay with her and they have a divorce. That's when she now come back. If you are ready to marry her, you now marry her again. I hope you understood. So if you give your wife divorce 3 times, you can't marry her again until she marry another person. So if she's done with that person, that is when you can now remarry her again. You now be the 3rd husband. First, another person second, you now be the 3rd one. That's why we need to be very careful with our wives. So Umar radiallahu ta'ala, after passing this judgment, after some time, the husband of this woman now reappeared in Medina. She has waited for 4 years. She has waited for 4 months, 10 days. She has been disengaged from the family. She has married. She had even become pregnant, and the pregnancy is shown. All of a sudden, this husband, the real owner of the wife, he now came back. As he appeared to Umar radiallahu ta'ala, Umar now said, Aina kunt, where have you been all this while? Memundu Kasir, for a long period of time, where have you gone to? Where have you been? Faqala rajul, this man now said, Isawatni shaitan, shayatin. If you are talking about shaitan, it's a group of devils. Shayatin, group of devils. The one that we know is what? Iblisu. Shayatin, how shaitan. Shayatin is the plural. Shaitan is one. That's why we are calling Iblis. He has different names. He has his own wife. He has his own children, as you see him so. His wife, she has the manhood of a man on this right lap, and she has the vagina of a woman on this left leg. So she used the both organs, and they produced 5 children. The wife of Iblisu, Azazilu. He has different names on different heavens. There's a place they call him Iblis, a place they call him Azazilu, like that. So this man had told Umar radiallahu ta'ala that Istawatini shayatin, that I fell into the group of the devils. For wallahi, I swear to Allah, Ma adri fi ayyi ardi kunt, fi ayyi kunt. I don't know the land that I was then. And this shayatin, another species among them is the jinns. We talked about it when we were talking about jinn, when we talked about Surah Jinn. Said, I don't know where I found myself in the midst. Kuntu inda qawmi yastabidunani. I was in the midst of some particular group of creatures. Yastabidunani. They were enslaving me. They were using me anyhow. Atta iktazahum minhum qawmun muslimun. Not until when a group of Muslims among the jinn now came to rescue me from them. That is why, brothers, we told us that if you are taking your bath Islamically, you must not leave your aura open. Either boxer or this normal pant you should be using. Because I told us 2 weeks ago, Shaitan said it's only 2 natures that I cannot take their image. I cannot transform into their image. That of Nabiuna Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and that of water. I can't take the image of water. I can't take that of Prophet Muhammad because who am Azum? And we don't believe this. Nabiuna Isa alayhi salamullah that the Christian said is the one crucified on the cross. It wasn't him. It's the Lazarus. Lazarus. Yahuza is the one we call Yahuza. The Christian call him Lazarus. He was the one that was crucified on the cross. Quran told us in Surah Al-An'am, وَمَا قَتَلُهُ وَمَا سَلَبُهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُ. What we mean by shubbiya is to imitate, to make a resemblance. At-tashabbuh. To make a resemblance. Walakin shubbiha lahu. Nabi Isa alayhi salamullah, when they were running after him, enter into this house, Allah commanded the heaven to open for him. And from that house, he was elevated to the heaven. That was why he is still going to come back. So the person that was sitting around the vicinity of that house was the one that told the enemy that were running after him that, see where he passed through. He was telling them the road to go and capture Nabi Isa. He was the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now transformed the image of Isa onto. So he was the one that was killed and crucified on the cross, according to our own book. So this man said, I found myself in the midst of the jinns. Now ummin anwa'i shayatin. I found myself in their midst. And the yasta'budunani, they were just using me like a slave. Atta iktazahum qawmun muslimun. Until a group of people, or a group of Muslims. If you remember when we are talking about Surah Al-Jinn, we talked about the Muslims. وَمِنْهُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ and other people, they're Muslimun. And how the human being used to go to them. يَوْزُونَهُمْ. The way they go to them to go and search for, to seek for power. Is there in Surah Al-Jinn. This man was narrating to Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu that they were just using me anyhow. The way some of these brokers, àwọn àfáà tẹ ìgbẹ́, àwọn àfáà wo so ṣọ̀kan tí wọ́n rí kádàrá tí wọ́n rí tí wọ́n sì rí tọmọ wọn pé lọ́mọ wọn ní ó di next president, ọmọ ní ó dolú ọmọ nínú agboolé. They didn't see that, but they can tell you that this is what your own future is going to be look like. But they didn't see their own. Sáwọn olóòtú èèyàn ló mú ta ní kọ́rẹ́jì náà kúmọ̀kúnà yẹ̀dẹ́dẹ̀ súnmọ́ sáàkì. Wanda yake ga maka ce ya bi san gobenka, amma shi bai san nashi ba, bai san na iyalinsa ba. Shi yake matalauci kuma yana ce wai zai mai kai da kai, zai mai da kai mai kuɗi, kuma shi yana cikin talauci. So gara wani aliyasawi. To mutanen mu suna zuwa gurin wayan nan. People are going to this gym to go and seek for power. It was in their midst that this man found himself. Not until when a particular group of Muslims now came to fight the other jinns and rescue this Muslim man. فَقَالَ قَوْمُ مُسْلِمُونَ. The Muslims of the jinn, they now told the man, أَنْتَ رَجُلٌ مِنَ الْإِنسِ. You are a Muslim, you are a man. You are a man from the mankind. You are a being, you are a being, you are a being from the human being, from the mankind. وَأَوْلَىٰ مِنَ الْجِنِّ. And these ones that we found in their midst, that will rescue you, they are jinns, they are demons. فَمَا لَكَ فَمَا لَهُ. What brought you and them together? What relationship brought you on board with them? فَحَبَرْتُهُمْ خَبَرِي. I now narrated my experience. I narrated my experience to the Muslim jinns. فَقَالُوا. They now told him, they asked him, بِأَيِّ أَرْضِ اللَّهِ تُحِبُّ أَن تُصْبِحَ. Where on the head of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did you want to find yourself? They asked him and they gave him an option. Where do you want to find yourself? Now we have rescued you from this idiot. You are not a species that belongs to this family. Where do you want to find yourself? فَقُلْتُ لَهُمْ الْمَدِينَةُ الْمُنَوَّرَةُ. He now told them immediately that I prefer to find myself in Madinatul Munawwara. He said before he opened his eyes and closed it like this, he found himself in Madinatul Munawwara. You can see the power of the genes. So it was this man that we are talking about that got missing. His wife waited for 4 years. She do the widowhood period of 4 months, 10 days. She married another person. She has even became pregnant. The husband now came. What will happen? And he had not divorced his wife. And this happened with the intervention of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The case now went to Umar, as we have read now. They now called the woman. Amirul Mu'minin needed you in the palace. Come. They got there. Umar now asked the man, what do you want to do now? Do you want to take back your wife? Because you know, the man did not divorce his wife right from the inception. It's a particular situation that led him to where he found himself. And now, unfortunately, he's not dead. That is why I told us at the inception that, and I gave us the definition of all these school of thoughts. Before you can say that somebody is missing, before you can say somebody is dead, you must have a waiting period. Woman now said, what is your option? Do you want to take back your wife? He said, no, I can't take her back again. Because I am seeing her in Zuma. I tell the chiki. Ó ti dala bara méjì. Kí mo fẹ́ fi ṣe mọ́? Woman now said, will you take back your sadaki? Now said yes. So the man that married the woman, the second man, had to pay and return back the sadaki that the man paid before he married his wife. Now, was it the amount that man paid? Only God knows how many years he had married her before he got missing. Was it that same amount that he paid, or the current amount of sadaki that they were paying at that very particular point in time? That one might come back to it any other time. So, for anybody that got missing in Islam, we need to wait. Precisely, maybe a man. The husband, the wife must wait for 4 years, according to all the hadiths that we have mentioned. He wait for 4 years. If it is on a Muslim land, if it is on a Christian land, he has to wait for 4 years. But if it is on a Muslim land, maybe after battle, like the time that Iraq and Kuwait or Iran and another country are fighting, no, those are Muslim lands. And after the battle, Mr. A, they couldn't find him, they couldn't find his dead body, they couldn't find him alive. On that particular incident, and this case, as a case study, you are going to wait for 1 year. After the 1 year, the woman will now go and do widowhood of 4 months and 10 days. But if it is somebody that just go, and we are yet to be convinced that that person has died, we wait for 4 years. And after 4 years, the man didn't come back. And the woman is saying, Kai, I can't enjoy it again. We ask her to go and do 4 months and 10 days as widowhood period. After that 4 months, 4 days, 4 months, 10 days, we can set her free to go and marry whoever she wants. And on what conditions can we set a woman free? In the absence of a missing husband. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us again, Ma hukmu ala zawjatul mafqud. Al-muddatu allati tantasiru az-zawjatul mafqud. For how long can a woman who her husband is missing, for how long can she wait? As I have mentioned, there are conditions that can make a woman to ask for separation from her husband. That is what we call fasihu. It's not talaq. Talaq is divorce. But fasihu, the husband can ask for fasihu. That guy, The husband can do divorce, but the woman can ask for fasihu, that I'm fed up. Maybe she's not enjoying you again as a man in the house. Instead of her to now come and start fornicating around, performing adultery around, she can ask that I want us to terminate this marriage. That is fasihu. It's allowed in Islam. There is an ayah of Quran that is backing it. It's allowed. So if you are not enjoying your wife again, you can divorce her instead of her to be committing outside. And a woman committing outside and bringing a bastard child into the house, she will send you to an early grave. Anytime you suspect that your woman is moving from left to right, from right to left, that you don't know her movement again, release her, let her go. If you are keeping her with a blindfolded glove, she will send you to an early grave. Another person will be the father of your children. So all your labor, all your effort will not be in vain. So as man, it's legally allowed Islamically to divorce a woman with all evidences. So also a woman is allowed to ask for termination of the marriage as possible. One very day, Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu want to talk about the point number 3 now. For how long can a woman stay to hold on to herself, a legally married woman, in the absence of her husband? Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the way he used to do or practice his own caliphate or his own stewardship was that he used to move around every night. He used to move around from one place to another, from one place to another every night. He will disguise. Nobody will know that this is our Amirul Mu'minin. I've told us about one woman, one night. That woman doesn't have any provision, any food to give her children. She doesn't have a husband, but she has children. So that very night, she had to place a pot on a fire and she put stone inside the pot and water. For how long is she going to cook stone? Can stone be cooked? Not talk of the stone. The one that can be cooked is the one that Allah said, Alayha malaikatun gilasun shidadun la ya'sunallah ma amara wa qudu an-nasi wal ijara. The one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said is the one we'll be using to be inflaming the fire. They will use human being and stone to be inflaming fire of the Jahannam. If we are boiling water now, we say we want it to boil to the boiling point, 100 degrees Celsius. Now, if we are cooking stone, to what degree or to what Fahrenheit? So this woman put stones inside the pot of water, and she was now saying a lot of things about the Amirul Mu'minin. That, which type of Amirul Mu'minin is this? Which type of president is this? Which type of God punish woman for us? That Islam is not good. They have freedom of speech. Here now we don't have freedom of speech. If you say something against the government, they will do for you. That wasn't there. As Umar had this, he now went to the woman. He do taslim to her. Oh, old woman, what's the problem? The next thing, it will never be better for a woman. Is this your government is very hard or not? We are not enjoying anything. May Allah punish him. She didn't know that it was the woman. Can we even do that to our direct boss here? Not talk of the Sahaba, not talk of Prophet Muhammad. Can we do that to our local government chairman? Ordinarily, the councillors that they know, the day they enter, they know their expiring number of days in that office. But immediately they enter, they will be behaving like God. Not talk of talking to your governor, not talk of talking to your president. They might even kill you and your family might not even see your dead body. That is the system that we are practicing. Woman said, what's the problem? She now told him that for the past 2-3 days, this is the situation me and my children are. Things have been very complicated during this time. Woman now appeased her, he went back. The following morning, Umar said he sent an errand that they should go and look for so woman, so place. They should itemize all our problems. They should bring it back to him. The following day night, making 24 hours round, Umar radiallahu ta'ala was the one that carried a bag of millet on his back. The Amirul Mu'minin, the president of the believers. He was the one that carried a bag to the woman's house. So when he now dropped it, that was when somebody now shouted, Ya Amirul Mu'minin! Ya Amirul Mu'minin, bro. So it was the Amirul Mu'minin that was here last night. My own is finished. I'm going to die. She started uttering different kind of languages that I have abused our president. Umar now spoke to her. He pleaded with her and appreciated her that this was the reason why I used to go around so that we know where I have not balanced the equation. Our own local government chairman, do we even know them? Now all of them have been jumping up and down now. When we enter, we are going to dig borehole inside your toilet. We are going to put AC inside your sitting room. We are going to put jacuzzi inside your kitchen, not inside the toilet. We are going to put steam warmer inside your. A lot of fallacious promises that they are promising us. It wasn't like that. Umar radiallahu ta'ala now said, okay, now you have handed me over to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah should deal with me. You have done what you wanted now. You have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to deal with me on the day of Qiyamah. Let's sign an agreement. They now wrote it. Umar now said, oh, they should give it to Umar ibn Abdulaziz. They should give it to his son, Umar. Abdulaziz ibn Umar. That the day that will be shrouded and will be returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they should attach it to it. So that if people might want to take advantage of him in sight of Allah, we say this is our agreement while we are in the world. With everything that was transpiring between them, Allah even know. So that evidence, Umar did not even need it. But he just using it to teach us a lesson. That's why I was shouting last week that we should write. We should make sure that we are having agreement. No matter how, we should have agreement between us. Now, Umar was now going around. He now heard a woman. She was singing. He was singing that Atawala Azal Ledu, Wasiwada Janibu, Warakani Anla Khadila Ulahibu, Fawallahi, Laula Hashiyat Allah Wadahu, La Raka min Aza Shariru Jawanibu, Walakin, Akili Wala Hayaha Yabufuni, Wa Ukirimu, Ba'ali Antunala Murakibu. It was a song. This woman, she was singing in the midnight. The woman was patronizing, going up and down. People in those days, the sensible ones are the responsible ones. If there is faction in the family, the elderly person among them, ọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá ń sọ lóru àìsàn lọ́sàn-án gan. Magana da za a faɗi a cikin dare, ba za a faɗi maganar man ba lokacin rana a cikin rana ba. Domin an sa lokacin cikin dare hankali kowa ya kwanta, eléyìí kú ni wọ́n bá sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò ní gbọ́. Those people in those days, the responsible and sensible ones among them, they will leave their house in the midnight. Mr. A, Mr. B, ọmọ ìyá kan náà, ọmọ ọba kan náà. They must not destroy the family. He will go there. That way. With his age, with his fragile health, he will be going from one place to another. Let us end well. Let me get back to Allah and tell something. Oṣooṣi ni yóò ti bàjẹ́. Àgbàlagbà ọ̀la fọ̀rọ̀ lòun ní ìsìn. Wane ne mutumin kwarai, mutumin kirki da ya rage a cikin iyalinmu yanzu da za mu ce to ọ̀rọ̀ damewa ba a an gaggaga fúnra wọn ti dàrú. Sáà jọ máa lè wá gbolé. Súnlẹ̀ dá ṣe ìkùjọ gáwá tó ọ̀rọ̀, ìkùjọ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu wọn. Brothers, we should be in a place that there is going to be peace. Where we be doing reconciliation. Where we move around, those of you that you have small opportunity, manager, director, that you have people under you, look after their welfare. No matter where you have somebody that is answerable to you. Look after them. Because kullukum ra'i wa kullukum mas'ulun an ra'iyatihi. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask every one of us. Every one of us, Allah is going to ask us. Forget about it, he's going to ask you about your wife and children. That one is sure banker. The people you are working with, You see somebody of your father's age, you are coming, he's running after you. Somebody of your grandfather's age is the one driving you. Somebody of 18, 19 years is still driving you. You are about 25, talking accidentally was successful. Before you want to park, he has come down. Oga, I want to carry your bag. And these are the people you are still matching them. You are seeing them as nobody. You are saying common driver. Common driver, just say be a mere. I keep telling us, Allah did not create anything that will never be useful. A professor in mechanical engineering, if his motor has plug problem here, ordinary plug problem, he won't be able to change it. But every theory from A to Z, he knows it. And a common roadside mechanic, tí o gbọ́ come and go. At that point in time, is he not the professor to the professor? And those are physical engineers, common bricklayer, is on to block 250 load. Who only there you can get? How many engineers do you see on site that is carrying block and common bricklayer is carrying it? That thing that he can do, gbogbo wa aláìmọ̀kan ni a kò sópè láyé nǹkan tẹ́nìkan mọ̀ làwọn nìkan mọ̀. Abun da wani ya sani da kai baka sani ba, a gurin ne kai ka zama jahili. Ba komai da komai bane ka sani ba, ba za ka sani ba, domin Allah ya riga ya maka ce wa ma utitum min al-ilmi illa qalila. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala now stood and now started listening to the song that this woman was singing. The woman now said that Kai, this night is too long. It's just like a sick person that is bedridden. Majority of us, we hardly sleep for 5-6 hours. Good sleep. You hardly sleep for good 6 hours. You sleep maybe by 9-10. By 4-5, you are woken up again. You are coming back. What's the enjoyment of life? And nobody want you where to sleep in the office. Idiots are here to camera you and send your picture so that they can send you email. For the sick person, 1 minute, 2 minutes in the eye of a sick person is like day of Qiyamah. Will day of Qiyamah not happen? Who are the people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala removed them inside their apartment? More than 2-3 years. Some people are there on the bed 10 years and you must not kill them. If you kill them, you have committed murder. He himself must not kill himself. If he kill himself, he has committed suicide. I might be there for 20 years. An example, see the people that have spinal cord injury. Can they be normal again, right? No matter how much. Look at this World Cup that they are playing in Qatar. You see why they want to open the match? With one guy from Indian and the guy from Arab. Well, the guy is an half human being like this. Al-Ghani, Al-Mufta or something like that. That guy is an ambassador for Dubai, for Qatar. Every 6 months, he's been flying abroad to go and shoot him. If you see the picture of the boy, you won't know that anything. But from here down, nothing is there. You can go and Google it. The guy that did the open and did the Quran recitation on the beach is a half human being. And he has 60 people working under him. He has an ice cream company. And we that we have hand in hand, we are still struggling to get our salary, 300,000, 150 every month. And we don't even have one to even pay for housemaid, 15,000 in a month. And a half human being has 60 people. He's an ambassador. He was the one that did the recitation in this ball they are playing. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does his thing. I've been telling you there is one Yoruba man in this country. He's from somewhere around this place. If he wants to count money, this is how he do. This is how we do. If you tell him this is 1 million, he doesn't know, but he's controlling billions. In this country, it's of late memories now. Will you ask Allah, will you challenge Allah for doing that? So whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done for us, let's just accept it. Now, this woman now said, the night is too long. What's the word? The darkness is very close to me. Who did they break? Allah Khalila Ulahibu. Unfortunately, I don't have Al-Khalil. Al-Khalil is somebody that you trust, a beloved person to you. Well, let's go to Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Ibrahim, وَتَخَذَ اللَّهُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ خَلِيلًا. وَتَخَذَ اللَّهُ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself, تَخَذَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ خَلِيلًا. He was the one that chose Nabi Ibrahim as a beloved person. So if you want to tell anybody that either Khalili, you should think very well. He must be your close confidant. It's not a pigeon that you put under you while you are plaiting corn. Don't choose that person as your Khalil. This woman now said, "Why rakani Allah Khalila ulahibu?" I don't have a confidant. I don't have a beloved person that I can play with in this darkness. I hope you are following me. Fawallahi, I swear to Almighty God, laula khashiyatullah wa'dahu, if not because of the consciousness, the piety, and the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, la raka min hadha shariri jawalibu, I will have found a playing mate to come and sleep with me beside my bed. Brothers, you can see this woman. She even ashamed. She is even conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the absence of her husband. Every one of us that we left our wife at home now, are they conscious? Do you know the number of men that are entering your house? Yoruba people used to say, "Obìnrin ò lọ́rùn." Ṣẹ́yìn náà wá láyé ni. Ẹ má wọn sọ̀sọ́ kú sọ wọn. Ṣáà àwọn obìnrin ò lọ́rùn, àwọn Kàdíjà ò lọ́rùn, àwọn Mọ́ríámọ̀ ìyá Isa ò lọ́rùn. Ẹ mọ̀ yí padà. There are some proverbs that Yorùbá máa ń pa fa. Ẹ má wọn sọ́ńtà àwọn ẹ̀yà sọ́nù ilé pẹ̀lú ìyàwó yín àtàwọn ọmọ yín. This woman answered, La raka min hadha shariri jawalibu. If not because of fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we'll have looked for one Mr. Shagari there to come and speak with me. Walakin, but actually, my brain, my thinking, my intelligence, wala haya yakufuni, and the bashfulness that I have for my husband. Ina de kunya mujina. Ṣẹ́yìn náà ti ju àwọn ìyàwó yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ìjọ àwọn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ṣoṣooṣo káàkiri wọ́n ràn yín lọ àkíyámọ̀ ọ̀sán gan ẹ̀ nígèrè ayé ẹ̀ nígèrè àkíyámọ̀. If you want to do masina, go and marry. All these small girls that doesn't have future that you are spending all your investment upon, ọgbẹ́ ìjẹ́rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọkọ kí ló pa kú òun ní biri àbáyé mọ́ta alẹ́ kí ayé akwai wani alheri da zai ci ne in ban da ana ta bashi gauta ya ta ci ba a gurin ne rana zai kashe shi in ranar mutuwarsa ya shigo. Ọgbọ́n ìjẹ́rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọkọ gbogbo àwọn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ṣoṣooṣo tẹ̀ ń parọ́ fún tẹ́jọ́ ń tanra yín tẹ́jọ́ ń lọ ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́lá abdulkadir mesuya àti meshayi àti indomie. Give me 2 indomie 6 eggs. Gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ rẹ ti kọ́lé tán wọ́n ti di grandfather. You are still here, you are doing nonsense. Everybody knows you are working Dangote refinery. They think you are the owner of Dangote refinery and where they give birth to you from. Your mother is there still crying. Ìyá ṣe wọ́n mọ ilé òǹdó èkó ni ṣe bá ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ Dangote ni. Ọlọ́run bá ń ṣínà fún Ọlọ́run ṣínà fún ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn àlè London ṣínà. Bàwé yìí àdúrà ìyàyé mu bẹ́ẹ̀ kàgbé àkànmù bá ẹ̀ serious element lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Some women that they started going to Bokaye Yemdu or sin that have been patronizing herbalists is because of some of us. Right from when they conceived us as an embryo, that was since that time our mother has been running up and down because of what ọlọ́jọ́ ọmọ yóò gé èèyàn wọ́n tún wá bí ọjọ́ ọmọ kébi kú bí náà bí. Ìjọ ìlà abẹ́ sanjọ́ lẹ́yìn tẹ́ wúlò láyé iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wúlò láti kìí àmọ́. This woman, she was so grateful that ya zai kawo namijin banza cikin gidan aure na, ya zai kwanta akan gado mijina a obìnrin mélòó ló ní tìjú mọ́ nìsín. Àti yan mata mu suna ne suna da kunya yanzu kuma da matayen gida suna ne suna da kunya. How many of us can Peter a ce say yes yadda na bar matana in na koma gida aka ne zai same ta èèyàn mélòó ló lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn obìnrin ìgbàlódé tí gbogbo wa fẹ́ za a ce kai àwọn ará john sì kù. It depends on the training you are giving your family. That is what will speak a lot of volumes in the society tomorrow. This man was so bashful in the absence of her husband. Wow, Kirima Bali! My husband used to honor me, I must honor him. Can your wife say that about you? And you are the one every time in the masjid. But you inside the house, you are nobody. There was a woman that told her husband was among the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The husband came back from the majlis of Rasul that Prophet Muhammad has said that all of us we are going to Al-Jannah. As he was overwhelmed, entering the house, the woman now said, but Asaka, what happened to you? Why is so funny? What is overwhelming? Why is so hilarious? Now said Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said we are going to enter Al-Jannah. He said Prophet Muhammad give you the certificate of Al-Jannah, we collect it from you. The husband that gave birth children for say I'm going to collect it. Safu, what have I done to you? Yes, I'm going to collect it because you are not a man. You are a man, you are not a responsible man. The case became pandemonium. They now went back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they got to Rasulullah, Zuwaira, me mijinki yayi maki, kina so ki hana shi aljanna. Ai ba ni na bashi ba, Allah ne yake ba su. He merited it, yes, manzo Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam muna gaban ka ba za mu yi magana anyhow ba. Mutumin nan in shi mutumin kwarai ne a gurin ka, mutumin banza ne a cikin gida. Tó bá ṣe èèyàn gidi lọ́dọ̀ àfà, gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ mọ lọ gbówó fáwọn àfà tẹ́tọ́jú àwọn ìyàwó yín ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní Ọlọ́run. Ẹ lọ ra yìí ń tà. Àmọ́ ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ inú ilé yín. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní Ọlọ́run, ẹ̀ sì ní parí ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ tọ́jú ìyàwó àtọmọ yín. Gbogbo àtọ́wọ́ sì tì ní Ọlọ́run ó bá fún wọn. Kí wọ́n dẹ̀ sínú àròkọ Allah zai ba su. Allah zai ba mu gaba ɗaya. A responsible man will never look back and look into his house. And you now became a Father Christmas on the road, on the street. But that's a normal life here. He then told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that this man is a kharaja, faida, wa iza dahala, fasida. Yana cikin gida, if this so-called my husband, the father of my children, if he's inside the house, he used to behave like an hyena. If he's coming back, if he's inside the house, that is the characteristics he used to portray. If he's coming back, he will enter like a lion. His facial appearance will not be welcoming. Even if you lay down a red carpet reception for him, let every one of us evaluate ourselves. How are we treating our women? See a woman telling us now, wow, Kirimo, body. I'm so bashful. My husband is not around. I can't allow anybody to come into this house. Not talk of sleeping on the bed. Not to talk of another person. But the woman needed the service of her husband. When he had this, the following morning, he now went to his daughter, Hafsa, the third wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Khadija was the first. Sauda was the second. Aisha was the third. Aisha was the third. Yes. Khadija, Sauda, Aisha, and Hafsa before Zainab. Hafsa was the fourth wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam married Aisha, the daughter of Abu Bakr, so also he married Hafsa, the daughter of Umar bin Khattab. So he now went to her. He did taslim on her. He now asked her that, oh my daughter, for how long can a woman abstain away from seeing her husband? The daughter, Hafsa's daughter, she was a Ummatul Mu'minin. Even her father is under her now. Because she's Ummatul Mu'minin. Quran has told us, Ummatul Mu'minin, they are our mothers. So, as she was his daughter, he has to bow down to her. Because the chamber that she is, or the chamber that she used to enter, her father cannot even enter there. The person she is cogitating with, her father can never near there. So she is more than her father in status. Ọlọ́run jábí àwọn olú ọmọ jábí àwọn ọmọ tí ó ju alọ́ lórí ilé. Wọ́n jábí àwọn eléri ikú ọlọ́run. Gbogbo àwọn táwọn tọrọ ọmọ fún alákàbáṣù lágẹ̀rí. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. After now challenge her father, Miss Luka, Sa'atani, and Ayah Suwan. My father, you are asking me something like this. That is why brothers, uncles, fathers among us, be teaching your children about sex before somebody will teach them outside. The ones that have matured. I have one of my brothers, he just started the reproductive system for them in school. Before they went to my wife called me and said, we are in trouble. They started teaching social people. I said, you have to guide him. And you see the world that we are now, everything on the internet. So you have to guide them. So the woman, after was telling her father, why should it be you? Immediately, woman responded, Laula, Sa'atuki, and Unadira ala Muslimun. I only came to you to come and ask you for this because I want to find a sukkah. I want to untie a knot. I want to find an understanding for the Muslims. If not that, will I come to you? I know it's something that is pertaining to a woman. And maybe then, woman doesn't have a wife. Maybe his wife have died, maybe they have died. Because in the riwayah of the hadith, they didn't mention his wife. He went to his daughter. And maybe he has a woman at home, he prefer going there. Because these are very sensitive discussions. Just like asking your daughter that is married, that how do you meet with your husband? You leave that one for her mother. There are some discussions you don't do, no matter the level of intimacy between you and your daughter. When it comes to that level, you put her to her mother. If the mother is no more alive, her mother has a sister. You leave it for a woman to handle. So the daughter had to challenge her father that why should it be you? So she now told Umar, but Allah Ta'ala knew that. The riwayah said that she did like this. After some time, she did like this. She raised her hand, she didn't speak. After some time, she did like this. Those were the three riwayahs. But at the end of the day, she did like this to Umar, indicating that is it 4 years? Is it 4 days? Is it 4 weeks? Is it 4 months? So she needs to speak to her father that a woman can hold to herself without seeing her husband, not physically seeing now, we all know. Without seeing her husband for good 4 months. So those of you that you have been on a mission, those of you that have been traveling, work has tied you down here, 1 year, 8 months, who should be servicing the engine of your wife at home? That is why you see. And Quran has told us, Askinuhum aisu ujudikum. Where it's in Surah Al-Baqarah. Wherever you are residing, that is where your woman should do what? Should reside with you. Because Antum lahunna libasun wa hum libasun lakum. They are clothes for you and you are clothes for them. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease our affairs. All this work that we are doing, that we are distancing ourselves from our wife, is a case for us. But we must work. It is what that brought some people from Maiduguri to here. Does it mean there is no work in Kano? Does it mean there is no work in Zaria? No, see, almost 1,000 kilometers. And this is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put their sustenance. And maybe he got here too. He's just renting one apartment that even to go and do short food, you have to go into the forest to go and do it. No toilet where he's living. Is that where you are going to bring your family? Because environmental factors used to influence the growth of family. Umar radiallahu ta'ala now understood that 4 months a woman can hold on to herself. So after 4 months, it's not good. Immediately after that discussion, Umar summoned all the companions. He now told them that woman that I heard her singing last night, her husband was among the people as sent on an emissary to go for a particular battle. So from now on, every man on the field that has spent 4 months should come back home, so that another contingent can now go to the battlefield. So within 6 months, the journey will be maybe 1 month, 4 months on the field, and they come back for another 1 month because they used to work. So Islamically, from the fatwa that we have presented right from the inception of this khutbah, a woman can only hold herself without having seen her husband for 6 months. Islamically. Beyond that, it's makruh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our life easy for us and grant us al-jannah to firdaus. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. We're talking about a missing person in Islam. somebody that has got missing, or those people that are being in captivity of kidnappers, like those Chibok girls. An example, those Chibok girls now, they are there maybe like 7 years or whatever. What can we say about them? Can we declare them missing? Maybe Chibok girls, we don't know. If some of them are still there, they even there, they have done this. Okay, that's an example. A man that got missing, for how long can his wife wait? For how long can his children wait before we declare the children orphan? His property, what should happen to the property? The wife that will wait, how will she be feeding? His daughter, if he is ripe enough to go and get married, who will be the wali? These are all what I think we will be able to conclude, but no more time. The last year I would like to next week. The last year I would like to next week and beyond a good condition. وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to do good, which every one of us will know. Every one of us will know what is good and what is bad. Al-adli, we should be just in whatever we are doing, even food that we are eating. We should be just. There is one littafi that we read. They call it ta'allim. Ta'allim or ta'allim. The Afar wrote there that Fa'arun summa arun shakiyul mari li ajli ta'ami shaka'ul mari li ajli ta'ami. Fa'arun, woe unto that person. Summa arun, another woe unto that person. Summa arun, 3 times. That alesine mashi ibinu Ọlọ́run kó máa bá ìgbédégbé Ọlọ́run kó máa bá shaka'ul mari li ajli ta'ami. A woman being a man that because of food he now became a controlling person. Because in juwa jekuje an sine mashi a inda yana ta neman abinci domin abinci zai je ci azaba a gaban Allah. Shaka'ul mar'i li ajli ta'am. Whatever we are doing, we should be just. Wal ihsan, we should do good. أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. We should worship Allah as if He's seeing us. We should do good as if He's seeing us. We should not cheat people. Whatever you want to do, the next line of action that you want to take, hey, Allah is not going to happen. Allah man give me far. Anything over back here, get far. Allah man give me far. If I do this, they will sack this person in place of work. I'm thinking about it. At that point of implementation, I now drop it. It's an ihsan. Why it is a kurba? Our family members, our kinsmen, our folks. Don't let us throw them away. Don't let us throw them away. And those of you that you are giving our children in marriage, you have already given, and everything they brought. You scramble it, you ate everything. The day they will send your husband, your daughter away from her husband's house, you are going to be the only one that will face the challenges. You will be able to call your elder brother now. So I will remember and say, I want to my Tyson to all about them. And I cited an example. In those days, younger brother will never single-handedly give out his daughter in marriage. So that they will know that the daughter you want to marry, she is valued. All of you are just picking these girls on the road. The next thing, you impregnate them. And one be my leader, sir, kuna ta raye yaran banza kuma kun doka ko albarka zai zo na tsakanin mu kalla wala alfu kalla. Relate with your family members. Value them. The ones you got that are Pharaoh among them, do good for them. And if they are not receiving the extension of your goodness, call them up. Show them the beauty of Islam. The one that will send you to any grave, call them up. And when you, they will line up with Karuna and Pharaoh and then Amana and Namruzu. But you must extend the hand of goodness. If you don't do that, Allah will not welcome you. You must do. وَيَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ وَالْبَغْيِ يَعِظُكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. Allah says, we are telling you, if you are ready to eat, hypocrisy, makirci, zalunci, abosi, ofofo, all this. Allah said you should abstain yourself and go away. Distance yourself from it so that you can return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as person that we are going to welcome. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala welcome everyone of us to an Akhirah at the appropriate time that we are going to have a red carpet reception and grant us Al-Jannah to Firdaus and let us be among the people that will follow Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam till the last time we are going to die and to follow him to enter Al-Jannah. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين واذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر اعداءك اعداء الدين وانصر عبادك الموحدين برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. Some of our brothers, they are asking us to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless the womb of their wives. Allah, you are the one that has all these children with you. You don't need them for anything, and you won't need them for anything. You are preserving them for us that we need them. Allah, as we are asking you, وَوَالِدِينَ وَمَا وَلَدَ وَوَالِدِينَ وَمَا وَلَدَ وَوَالِدِينَ وَمَا وَلَدَ. Allah, we are asking you, please help us bless their women with the fruit of the womb. The best of the children, Allah, bless this family with the children. Allah, we are asking you, it is a cry that they are crying unto you. They are asking us to support them in their supplication. Allah, use this gathering. Use wherever they are going to do khutbah today, and the ones they have done, and the ones that they have done, and the ones they are still doing, that you have accepted. Allah, we are asking you from every ayat and every benefit that is associated to this khutbah. Allah, we are asking you to bless these people with children, righteous children. Maybe it is this place that one brother told me, maybe virtually 2 months ago, that some things that he has been hearing in this masjid, he has been implementing it in his house. He too also became somebody that is washing plates, washing clothes to support his wife. So after some time, he too, Allah did not bless his wife with that. And I said, if truly what they are hearing here, if truly is sincere, Allah, we are asking you with what he is asking you what is hearing. Allah, bless his wife, the fruit of the womb. Allah, the brother came to me personally in our office and told me that Alhamdulillah, my wife is carrying a baby now. So that means Alamatul Qubul, sign of acceptance of what we are discussing. That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is granting us. That's why I don't come here and come and be singing and be saying, bring money, bring it. Alhamdulillah, we are more than that. It's for us to all enter Al-Jannah together. The little I know, we share it together. If any other person knows, let him come. And Al-Dullahi wasa. Wallahi, he came to me. So that very day, me to do sujood testing. Sujood shukr for Allah. To Allah. So what I'm saying, you are hearing, is to guide all of us. So he said he used that. He was the one that came to me. So Allah, we are using this point too to ask you. You are showing us that you have accepted, and you continue to be accepting what you are saying. Allah, these brothers that are asking for children, not even one, they are asking for children from you. Allah, we are asking you to bless them with. And those of us that you have given, Allah, don't kill them. Allah, don't kill us too. We are very young. Let us enjoy this our life. And return back to you as a fulfilled person, not as a toxic person. Our security brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to be guiding you and protect you. The mission they will send you, that you will return, may they never remember to put your name among the people that will go for that mission. Allah continue to guide you. The weapons you are using, may they not use it against you. The uniform you are wearing, may it not be soaked with your blood. We too that we are laborers, that we are answerable to one authority. Some people too are answerable to us. Allah continue to be guiding us. The decision that we are going to take that will be best for where we are taking our daily bread, for where we are sourcing for our daily bread, and that will bring honor to Islam. The decision that we take that will bring honor to Islam, that will not be hujjah against us on the day of Qiyamah. Allah guide us on the best decision. I have this dua with me that has been here for more than 3-4 weeks. I will still hold on to it because time has passed straight. May Allah keep us to the end and spare our life. Allahumma ati nufusana taqwa wa zakkiha anta khayrul